Hi guys, it is time for spring cleaning. Here I am just showing you I'm using some Pine Sol. I have sped this up so you're not bored. Unfortunately, I had to use my computer camera so the views aren't all that well either. I'm cleaning my kitchen today, spring cleaning. Let me know how you guys spring clean. Do you clean out everything from your cabinets and wash them all out? I didn't this time because I had recently moved into this place and had cleaned out all the cabinets and that stuff just a couple of months ago, if even. So I'm taking everything off the top of my fridge. I have to stand on top of a chair, which is not safe. I don't recommend it for anyone. But in order to clean up some of the stuff up there, I had to stand on a chair because I don't have a step ladder or step stool or anything like that. Here I am washing some gunk off of our refrigerator. I took all the magnets off and papers I had hanging there. There I am taking off pot holders that I have hanging on the side of my refrigerator so that I can get into those little areas between the cabinet and the refrigerator. Here I'm trying to scrub down the seal of the refrigerator or freezer part. The seal doesn't seem to be all that well on this refrigerator, so I was hoping that cleaning it would help. I'm sorry about the view. Um, so I'm scrubbing off the bottom half of our refrigerator. Can't see me in the view there, but here I am doing the seal on this one also, on this door. Trying to get all the little marks from my son Nicholas off of there. So how is your guys' spring um, coming along? I mean, it's today, I believe. Yes, it's today. It's the first day of spring. There I am hanging or putting some pictures up on top of the fridge that I have received for my birthday from my bestie, and a little fake lavender in a little wine bottle, and some of my lavender that I have in there. I'm hanging back the magnets back up. And do you have plans for spring? Do you plan to do anything new this year? Uh, do you plan to get rid of the old so you can make room for new? Let me know what your plans are this spring. Here I am just still going through some old Burger King papers, see if I still wanted them. I didn't, so I threw them away. And here I am, put more of the magnets on and the paper for the dates and time of the Copper Queen Annex Library. Doing a few more, hanging up the pot holders again. Now I'm taking things off of the microwave to clean the top of the microwave, which seems to get pretty dusty. I didn't pull the microwave out. Like I said, I had cleaned earlier a couple of months ago when we first moved in, and I felt I didn't need to do it yet. I'll probably clean that out if I feel it's necessary or in the fall. There I am just washing around the cabinet area, top of the microwave buttons, since that seems to get pretty dirty where you touch your fingers on it. It gets greasy and stuff. I'm putting stuff back onto the microwave, which is just spices and the cat treats and my flaxseed and my son's, I don't know, energy pills or something. Dusting off the cat treats jar and the flaxseed jar. Now I use pine salt because I like the smell of pine salt and I think it works really well. I water it down. I don't use it concentrated or anything like that. but I do water it down. Now I'm like figuring out where do I want to put those. So I decided to put my tinfoil, parchment paper, and baggies and some toothpicks down below the cabinet. I decided that I would pull out some lemonade and some pineapple juice in the can that my son had opened and never used. So I figure I could blend them together with some sliced up lemon for a cool, refreshing drink when I want it. Remove the towels so I can get to the stovetop without knocking them over. Took the things off the top of my stove, and now I'm just wiping down the cabinets that are very hard for me to reach. But I didn't feel like getting back up onto the chair. I've been having some issues with my lower back hurting, and yeah, I didn't want to accidentally do something that I would regret later for my health. And here I am washing off the hood. It wasn't very dirty, it was just a little dusty. Um, and the little light cover, and then the back of the stove um, top. So, oh, and there's my kitty Velcro. He likes to always have his nose in everything, which you will see later on in this video. Looks like I harshly throw him down, but because of the speed of the video, but I don't. I just toss him down off the counter. So yes, I may be able to do a little clip of um, Kimber and her grandmother, Kimber reading a book to her grandmother, her favorite book. And there is, there's my bestie, I believe. I'll have to get a hold of her later. Um, so I don't have a bucket or anything like that to put my cleaning fluid or cleaning solution, I should say, in. So I use my kitchen sink for the moment until I can get a bucket. And I also mop the floor by hand later on. I don't know if I showed that or not, but I mop the floor by hand. And uh, yeah, I can't wait to get a mop because it's getting to be kind of hard to be mopping sitting on the floor, moving around on the floor, even though I feel that gets it cleaner than a mop. But I plan to get a mop because I have just a few small areas floor. Uh, let's see, the kitchen floor is linoleum, and the bathroom floor, and a piece of floor in front of the doorway. Here I am cleaning off the stove. I took the tinfoil, I put tinfoil on our stove, what do you call it? Oh, good Lord, now I can't think. Protectors. um, catch drip pans, I believe they're called. The stove drip pans, I cover them in tinfoil, and they were looking pretty raunchy. So I replaced the tinfoil on those. Right now I'm cleaning off the area where they go. Areas where they go. And trying to get that all rinsed off in the sink is fun. So with spring coming up, I plan to uh, probably visit the library more often and work on releasing things that I don't need in my life anymore. Here I am pulling out the tinfoil and replacing it on the drip pans for my stovetop. It's not that hard to do. I know that one of my burners didn't want to go back into place, so it was it was rough for one of them. But all the other ones, they worked out just really fine, and I enjoy putting tinfoil on there so that it catches most of what could mess up your drip pans in the first place. I didn't clean out the oven. I felt it was unnecessary. Like I said, we don't cook all that often in the oven, so it's not really that dirty. I will probably scrub out the oven come around fall cleaning, unless I feel that it's necessary before that time. Here I am patting down the tin foil to shape it to the drip pan. Do you guys have an animal that likes to get in the way of everything? Lately, my cat has been just getting into every possible thing you could think of. Um, he likes to follow me around. He meows at odd hours in the extremely early morning, like around 4, 3, 4, 5 o'clock. So I'm usually up at those times trying to get things done, or resting and relaxing before I have to start my day. I wake up usually around 7 and I take my supplements and I have a couple of cups of coffee to get me going. Around 8 o'clock, that's when I eat my breakfast. Do you guys stay on a schedule, you know, to make it routine so that it becomes a habit and it's something you just automatically do? I'm trying to do that. I have been for like a couple of weeks now, trying to just stick to a schedule to get everything done early in the morning. And that way I have the rest of the day to rest and relax, watch some movies or some YouTube channels. I've subscribed to a lot of reborn channels that women have out. I haven't found any men with reborn channels yet. Um, a lot of women, though, or families. And I enjoy them quite a lot. I also subscribe to homemaking channels, cooking channels. What kind of channels do you guys subscribe to on YouTube? And what are your hobbies? My hobby is doing my reborn dolls. That's my biggest hobby, and role playing. And I'm just wondering what everybody else has as a hobby that they enjoy doing. I also do day planning and painting, writing. I do a lot of different things, but right now my reborns seem to be my most um, liked hobby, which I enjoy because I don't really I live with my oldest son in real life, but I don't really have a family here except my mother and my sister, but I mean as in husband and children. I don't have a family here for that. So that is something I role play to keep me from being lonely and also because I like it. And there's my cat. Gotta be Snoopy. What are you doing? What are you doing over here? Oh, not anything I can get into. Okay. I was just filling my olive oil bottle. I like to keep one on the back of the stove for when I'm cooking instead of having to walk into my pantry all the time. There I was throwing Velcro some treats to kind of keep him occupied for 2 seconds. And now I'm cleaning off the counter or the shelf, well, the countertop, excuse me, beside my stove, and that's where I keep a like Lazy Susan of spices in jars and my bigger utensils and some smaller utensils in some containers. So I'm cleaning all that off, trying to get stuff off. I'm sorry you can't see a lot of this. Like I said, it's my computer angle. I can only use my computer at the moment until I can figure out how to get my videos to show video from my cell phone to my laptop. It shows or it has the audio, but it doesn't have the visual. The video is like totally gone. You could just hear what's being said or done, but you can't see it. And also, my camera is it takes batteries, like it eats the batteries within one video, and that's a waste of money to me. So right now, this is my best option until I can get a new camera. I need to get a now I can't think of it. Uh, the stick thing that you put your camera on. I don't know why I can't think of certain things at certain times. It's annoying. So here I am just kind of moving things around from the windowsill so that I can dust all of that off and um, wash it all up and make it clean. I noticed there had been some dirt that had blown in from the window and some soil that came from the potting when I repotted some of my plants. Excuse me. Here I am dusting off the shades. I don't really like those kind of shades, but what can you do? I live in a low income apartment, so it has to come with it. You can't take them down that I know of, and so yeah, I decided to clean them, and there's my cat snooping around everything again. He's such a curious thing. I'm like, come on, down you go. Here I am just washing up behind um, the sink, finding little screws and things that I don't know why they were up by the window, and washing off the windowsill. And there's my cat again. Now I'm like, okay, that's enough. Get down. Don't need to be nosy in everything I'm doing. So yeah, I was just washing off what I usually put my bleach, vinegar, and dish soap on. I have them in small bottles that I keep up on the windowsill because sometimes when I have a lot of dishes, I will add a drop or two of bleach to the dishwater and rinse them very well. And there I am putting stuff away, and I'm showing you the kind of dish soap that I have been using, trying out, and it works really, really well. And that is from Walmart. So I'm refilling the soap bottle because it was very low. And there I put them back up on the windowsill. Unfortunately, the light is coming through that window so well that it's hard to see anything up there. So I keep saying so or Those are my biggest go-to words, I think, for when I take a pause in my sentences. So yeah, I put the plants back up there in the windowsill, and the sun comes around in the evening time to come through that window to help my plants grow, and they've been doing fairly well. I did repot a rosemary and some cilantro, and those are kind of meh, kind of. I don't know if I overwatered them or what, but I have them in my living room windowsill. My living room window so that they get a little more sun because the sun in the morning is mostly coming through my living room window. Um, I have sunflowers growing and they're like growing really fast. They're falling over, so I'm not really sure what to do with those right now. Um, but succulents seem to be the pretty easiest thing for me to grow. And there's my cat again. I'm like, okay, you need to get down. He was so nosy today. Um, well, I was videoing this. So pretty much, oh, I have an avocado I'm trying to grow, and my aloe plant is growing really, really well. Here I am washing off the counters, only the outside. I don't need to do the inside of them. And I'm not really sure what else I'm doing in there because I'm kind of in the way. Oh, still cleaning the countertop. And I think I do some of the dishes. And yeah, doing some of the dishes that I had up there, probably about 5 pieces or so. I never have too many dishes when there's only 2 people. Throwing things away in the garbage, putting the pine sol back away under the cabinet, under the sink. And there I am just reaching across some of the stuff that I took away from the sink so that I could clean up that area over by my Keurig and where I store my pots and pans. Trying to get it all rinsed very well. I worry about getting sick from dish soap. I don't know why I worry about that. It's like a crazy, weird thought of mine that I could get sick from the dish soap, but just don't know why. So I rinse my dishes very well. There I am cleaning around by the Keurig, trying to get that all cleaned up. I'm sorry I can't show you that area. And then I have collagen that I usually mix with my coffee, and I have that every day. And I may show that in a video sometime also. But yeah, let me know what you guys do for housekeeping. Sorry, housekeeping for spring. You know, how in depth do you go? I usually clean like I have a zone every day that I clean, Monday through Friday, different room. So I really don't need to super clean because it gets dusty rather than dirty. Oh, there's my kitty again. Wondering what's going on. He likes to beg for treats now, so yeah. Here I am putting the stuff away. There's some hanging on the edge by the computer. Like, okay, kitty. And then Skylar started crying, so I got him a bottle. I opened it up and I put it in the microwave on 10 seconds. This time it warmed up pretty good. So there I am just waiting. Take it out, put the bottle back, the nipple back on. And then I went to go get him. He woke up just in time, just as I was finishing cleaning most of my stuff up. There I am feeding Skylar. He's a very quiet baby, but yeah, he was hungry. He was hollering his head off. So I fed him and he actually went back to sleep. I'm singing to him. And he went back to sleep real easily after he finished his bottle. Shortly after this video, I'm sure he'll wake up again and I'll have to change his diaper. I try to get most of this done while Jesus is at work, but being it's Sunday, he decided to go to church and I stayed home to clean. Though I read a devotion this morning, so that was pretty good too. Here I am just putting what was rest away and continuing to wash things up. Washed the rug that was in front of my sink that I like. And pretty soon this video will be done. And that was my spring cleaning in the kitchen. Thank you for joining me and putting up with me, and I will see you in the next video.